Guys, I am back here with Carol, and we have some amazing news. What an accomplishment. Carol has done the longest juice cleanse in Freshouse history right now. The longest one. She just completed 28 days of drinking pure juice, and she's going to tell you about it right now, guys. Okay? I want to know, number one, what made you want, because in case you didn't know, she recently, about a month and a half, 2 months ago, she did a 15-day cleanse. She goes, Mike, I'm not done. I'm doing another one. So after the first one, what made you want to do a 28-day cleanse?
Honestly, Mike, you know why? Because the way it made me feel. And not even that. I was actually losing this toxic out of my body. Stuff was coming out that I didn't even recognize. I'm telling you because we're family, okay? Stuff was coming out. And because I did the 28 days, you know what happened? I saw some things. I'm like, wait a minute. I went to the doctor, gave him a sample. He tested it in the lab. Guess what it was? Visceral fat. I was Googling visceral fat. I'm like, oh, that's the fat that comes off your gut. I'm like, oh my God, I was so happy. So if it wasn't for the fact that, you know, it was 28 days, I'm going to do it again in January. I felt better for it. My smelling, like I can repeat all these things, and you will never get it unless you try it for yourself. The difference. I've got people coming up there asking me about it. I feel like I'm a pro now, you know, maybe I am. But there's people actually doing like 3-day cleanse, 4-day cleanse, which is great. Start off slow. If you can increase it, the longer you do it, the more difference you'll see and you'll make.
Oh yeah.
And but only when you do it. You got to do it. I can't explain how it feels.
When you told me, she was explaining to me what happened one day. She's like, Mike, I went to the bathroom and I saw something come out that I did not recognize. Then she's like, I took a sample of it, gave it to my doctor, and when I heard that was visceral fat, my own theory is that because you're detoxifying yourself, you're actually oxidizing fat, and somehow fat is coming out because fat cells don't like toxic environments. But whatever happened, it's amazing to just hear these stories, these news stories.
Absolutely.
And I'm happy to know that you're feeling the way you feel also.
100%. Because the first time I moved 12 pounds, this time I actually lost 14 pounds, but I noticed more inches were going. Because I got some little, I'm not going to lie, I got some little roly-polies there, okay? One of the rolls are gone. All right. So that's
good too.
No, it's good. It's good for me anyway. But the other thing too also, Mike, it's actually good for the environment because I wasn't washing any pots. I had no plastics to put away, no nothing, no garbage to put out. Do you know what I mean? So for the environment, it was really good as well.
That's one thing we don't say enough about because we reuse all the bottles at Freshouse and we recycle them. We wash them, sanitize them, and I agree. It's great for the environment.
And I don't know if I told you this, but you know, one of the things also that I didn't realize, my doctor, because I'm a big girl and he wanted to make sure I was fine, like blood pressure, my blood cells, everything. So he did this biological internal test on me. After 28 days of doing the cleanse, my internal organs, I was 5 years younger. I was like, what? So I'm doing this again because I want to lose some pounds. I want to lose some years inside here, okay? So
you're already looking younger, feeling younger.
Thank you.
And you know what,
Carol? Amazing.
Once again, you're an inspiration. A lot of people have been coming by the juice bar, talking about her cleanse, asking about how she's doing it. She's inspired many, and she handled it like a pro. I can honestly say I was asking her during the time, how you feeling?
Every week.
Have you cheated? Did you have to eat?
No,
nothing. She just did it nonstop. Felt great the whole time.
100%.
Still exercised during it.
Exactly. And you know the other thing too, Mike? Because I did it for 28 days, I have not had any ground beef. I've had no chips. I've had no, what was the other thing that was good for me? I used to like peanuts, do you know what I mean? But I have almonds now. I have walnuts.
Okay.
So I don't crave that fat and the sugar anymore. Even when I smell it, I still like, I haven't had dairy, no cheese. I love cheese. No yogurt.
Which is a common thing when people do cleanses, their body begins to crave healthier food afterwards. For example, it's like, someone who eats really healthy, their body becomes healthy. And think of it like the first time you have alcohol. Your body is so clean that you put the alcohol in and you refuse it. And this is what juice cleansing does. It literally cleans your body internally to the point where you do not crave unhealthy food anymore. That's very common.
Absolutely. I made a mistake when I did the first 15 days. afterwards, I think the next day, I had some corn chips. I'm like, oh, corn chips. Ooh. I threw up. I literally threw up. I was like, oh my, and it tasted horrible. I could taste the plastic and the fabricated stuff that they put in to make it, oh, it's horrible.
It's not the realness.
It was horrible, yeah. So since the cleanse 2 weeks, I've noticed I'm losing now 1 pound a week, which I'm fine with that. I'm fine, just by eating clean. So it works, man. It
Carrol,
works.
thank you. Thank you for being an inspiration
Thank
and
you.
a light for everyone. I'm happy that you had such a great response with it.
Amazing.
Guys, if you have questions, ask Carrol. Okay, she's tagged in the video.
Yeah.
Ask her directly. Ask me, because if she can do it, anyone can do it.
Exactly.
We're here to coach you guys through. Carol's here every Sunday.
Yeah.
From 9 to 4. Ask her yourself. Come in. Come see her in person.
Yeah.
And it's a great thing to do for anyone.
It'll be my pleasure. My pleasure.
Thanks, Carol.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.